Hey everyone, I'm April Shwe-Paul, and today I'm going to show you how I went from this to this in just 2 weeks after a 6-week honeymoon and 2 weeks in lockdown. I shared my belly fat burning workout with you last week, and this week I'm going to share the diet that I always turn to when I want to lose weight quickly, but at the same time not feel deprived or dissatisfied from the food that I'm eating. These meals will help you feel full, satisfy your taste buds, and burn belly fat. Today I'll be making a delicious breakfast as well as my favorite salad and Cajun spice grilled chicken that I will have for lunch or dinner any day of the week. And if you've never tried fruits in your salad, you have to try this recipe. I'll cover the snacks that I always turn to keep me satisfied between meals in order to stop me from binge eating junk food. And I've chucked in an extra recipe that I'll make for dinner now and again as a treat, which is this delicious chili chicken sambal curry. You are going to love it. Then I'll put the recipes to the test by giving it to the world's biggest critics on healthy food. That's right, children. Let's get started. One of the most important tips for weight loss before food is water. Make sure to drink 1.5 to 3 liters of water every day depending on your body mass index. But to keep it simple, if you're a woman, drink 9 cups of water a day, and if you're a man, drink 13 cups of water a day. The reason water is an important part of weight loss is because we are made out of 60% water. Water aids digestion, absorption, and transportation of nutrients. Water helps boost your metabolism, cleanses your body, and acts as an appetite suppressant. When you get cravings or hungry in between meals, it's normally because you're not drinking enough water. So, stay hydrated.
For breakfast, we're going to start off with oats, which is rich in antioxidants, soluble fiber, and keeps you full for longer, which aids in weight loss. I also add a banana to that as well because it has high potassium in it, which helps aids a healthy heart and also helps reduces blood pressure. Pumpkin seeds are also great because they're high in magnesium, zinc, fatty acids, and helps reduce high cholesterol and blood pressure, which is really great for your heart. I also add walnuts because it's high in omega-3, which is great for your brain, promotes gut health, and supports weight control. Sultanas or raisins are really great because they also aid digestion, improves blood sugar levels, and reduces inflammation. However, it should be eaten in moderation due to its high sugar levels and calories. So normally I go with what you see on the screen here, some oats, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, and bananas. Now let's put it all together. Normally I'll heat up my oats with some milk or almond milk and a little bit of water. I'll add my bananas on top. I'll also sweeten my oats with some honey or maple syrup, which is my favorite way to sweeten it. You can also sweeten it with some sweet agave. And here I'm just putting on all the toppings before I get to enjoy it.
All right, let's have a taste. A little bit of everything. So good. So good. Delicious and nutritious.
For lunch, we're going to have my favorite salad with some delicious grilled chicken and some baked sweet potatoes. What you'll need is some chicken thighs or chicken breasts, whichever is your preference. I'm making a larger batch today so that I can meal prep. This is optional, but I like adding onions and garlic to my grilled chicken. Cajun seasoning is the most delicious seasoning that I enjoy, but you can add whichever is your favorite. Now chop up your chicken pieces, and I like to keep them a little bit larger chunks so that they retain juiciness. Now I've chopped up my chicken pieces, and you can chop it up whatever size you want. You want it to be slightly smaller so that it cooks faster. My preference is chicken thighs, but I don't mind chicken breasts as well. I'm just showing you that you don't have to eat the leanest meat in order to lose weight quickly. You can still enjoy your food. Now I've popped my chicken in a bowl, added some oil, salt and pepper, as well as my Cajun seasoning. I'll add about 2 to 3 tablespoons, but I might add a bit more depending on how much chicken I have, and I just eyeball the color, but it's definitely up to you how seasoned you want your meat. Lastly, I'll add in some garlic before mixing it in thoroughly and leaving it to marinate whilst I move on to my next steps. I'm going to be making baked sweet potatoes, which are so delicious, and I'm just washing them here. Then I'm going to stab some holes. Normally I use a knife, but I didn't have a sharp knife on hand, so I've just used a fork, which is a little bit harder, but I'd recommend just using a knife. and be careful for your fingers. This will make sure that it cooks evenly. Now it's super simple. All you need to do is pop it in a bowl, add some oil and a generous amount of salt, mix thoroughly and pop it in the oven in a lined baking tray. These will go into a preheated oven at 200 degrees for about 30 to 40 minutes or until soft and golden. They are so delicious. I highly recommend you give them a try and you will be so surprised by how delicious they are. Now let's go and work on the salad whilst that is baking. You'll need kale or spinach, onions, tomatoes, lemon, orange, apple, pesto, or any type of legumes like lentils, chickpeas, red kidney beans. You can also add some high octane carbs like quinoa, Israeli couscous, bulgur wheat, or brown rice. Today I'm going to be going with what's on screen here. Give all your fruit and vegetables a good wash, as well as your choice of legume, which in this case I've gone with chickpeas today. Now let's assemble the salad. Chop up your kale finely, add some salt and pepper and lemon juice and massage it thoroughly. And if you haven't enjoyed eating kale before, give this trick a try and you'll be surprised with how delicious it is. And of course you can't forget your salt and pepper and give it a good mix. Now let's add in your favorite salad ingredients. I've got onions, tomatoes, oranges, apples, chickpeas, and add in the pesto. Or you can add whatever your favorite dressing is. But the pesto is a super delicious option, just add in some cracked pepper, lemon juice, and you're good to go. Now give your salad a good toss, and you are good to go. The sweet potato should be done by now. So just take it out of the oven and let it rest. Oh, these are so good. And also I chucked in a carrot because I had a spare carrot lying around. And we'll move on to cooking up our Cajun chicken. I've put my pan on high heat and I've put a little bit of canola oil at the bottom, and I'm just going to cook it out until it's delicious and golden brown. Make sure you give it a nice toss in between. And you can see that nice caramelization happening at the bottom of the chicken. And by this point your house will be smelling super delicious. Add in your onions. Give it a good toss. And once this is done, you're all good to go and ready to plate up. Yum! And lunch is served. Just because it's healthy doesn't mean it can't be delicious. This is my absolute favorite healthy salad and meat combo.
Alright, you guys are gonna taste. What are you gonna taste first? Are you tasting the chicken first?
I'll give it out of 9 out of 10.
Hey, the 9's pretty good. What's the kumara? Timana. That's good?
Actually, I'll change it. I will give it out of 30 out of 10.
Hey!
Oh, wow.
There you go.
A real judgment on the salad.
Do you swallow the salad?
Yes, you do swallow the salad.
The whole of it, like the whole of it.
It's like smashing
Yeah.
it. Even the salad is smashing.
So what is the average score out of 10?
I'll give that one out of 90 out of 40.
Thanks for your help.
Thank you for feeding me.
Bye.
Thank you for feeding me.
Healthy snacks throughout the day is super important to keep you full so you don't end up binge eating on unhealthy foods. Here are the snacks I ate during my 2-week shred. Fruits, oat bars, nuts and rice crackers. Snacking on healthier foods throughout the day will help get you through until you get to your next big meal. Now, I don't believe in depriving yourself, so sometimes I will have a plate of popcorn, 2 or 3 pieces of chocolate, a scoop of ice cream. Now, it's important to note I'm having small portions of the treats, everything in moderation, and you gotta make sure you're keeping active and doing workouts like my belly fat burning workout that I posted last week, so that you can treat yourself now and again. Now for dinner, we're going to make a delicious sambal chicken curry with some rice and quinoa. You are going to love this. Now what you're going to need are some chicken thighs, potatoes, garlic and onion. Optional to add some frozen veggies, but I didn't have any at the time. This is the sambal sauce I used from Countdown from the Madewell range, and oh my gosh, it is so delicious, but you use whatever your favorite simmer sauce is. In a large pan, heat up some oil until it's nice and hot and add in your chopped chicken thighs. Now you're going to cook that out until it's golden brown before the next step. It'll take about 4 to 5 minutes for it to fully render out all the chicken juices and for it to turn golden brown. Once it looks like this, you're ready to add in your onions and garlic. I've also just added in the red onions that were left over from the salad to not produce any waste, and use everything I have. Let those ingredients mingle in the pan together for about 1 to 2 minutes. Remember to keep stirring so that they don't end up getting stuck to the bottom of the pan and burning. Now when it's looking like this, you're ready to add in your simmer sauce. So I'm going to add in this Madewell Sambal Chili Simmer Sauce, which is my absolute favorite right now. I'm adding about 3 tablespoons in here, but you can add as much as you want depending on how spicy you like. You'll see that I'll add another 2 spoons later on, so I added 5 spoons in total. Let all those ingredients get to know each other for about 2 to 3 minutes before you add in your potatoes and a cup of water. Now stir it in gently and let this simmer on high heat until the potatoes are soft. Make sure you keep stirring and adding more water as you need, and I didn't have a pot lid, but normally I put on the lid to help speed up the process of cooking, and you want to just let it simmer for about 20 to 30 minutes or until the potatoes are soft and the sauce is to the thickness that you like. And at the end, it's optional. I didn't have any frozen vegetables that day, but you can add in some nice mixed frozen veggies to help brighten up this meal. Now to go with my delicious spicy sambal curry, I've made some quinoa and rice. It was pretty simple. You just use half a cup of quinoa and half a cup of rice and cook it with 1 to 2 cups of water and just keep adding as you need. And it's nice and fluffy if you just make sure you keep mixing it as it's being cooked. And voila, you're ready to enjoy your delicious sambal curry with quinoa rice.
Alright, Timana is going to taste. Is that a good reaction? Was it good? Yeah.
Out of 10, what do you reckon?
Oh, he looks like a tough critic.
Sauce is nice.
Oh, you like the sauce?
Rice is good. I'll give it 30 out of 10.
Wow, 30 out of 10. Alright guys, so that's what I ate during my 2-week shred. Make sure to put this diet alongside my workout that I posted last week. Without change to your diet, you're not going to see much change in your body. So make sure to switch out your main meals with healthier alternatives like the ones I've shown you here today in order to burn belly fat. Alright guys, that's it for today, and I just want to say thank you so much to Mel and Colt for letting us use your house to be able to film this video for everyone today, and I will see you all back here